it's Dhriti here. Welcome to another Life in Canada episode. This is episode 2. In today's topic, I'm going to be talking about choosing a college and a course that's best for you in Canada, and also the purpose of coming to Canada. Why do you really want to come to Canada? Because it's really important, and I'll explain more in the video ahead. I am going in sort of a list form with these episodes, so if you haven't seen episode 1, I'll link it above for you. That talks about the basics if you're just thinking about Canada. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to do that and hit the notification button so you get informed about all my new videos. Now let's get started. Okay, how to pick the right course and college for you. So start off broad. If you really have no idea, brainstorm, take a paper, write down all the things you enjoy doing, just randomly, free flowing words here and there everywhere. Then you kind of circle out and narrow down the things that you are good at and you know that you can really excel and you can actually look into it as a career. So that's where you have your top 5 or your top 10. And then you kind of, again, narrow it down like I said. Ask yourself, what course can you imagine enjoying for the next 1 or 2 years? Because it's a long process. It's not like a short course and, you're paying a lot of money. You don't have to have all the answers right away. It's okay if you have no idea what you want to do in life. Something that you really enjoy and you feel like this could be something that I could do for the rest of my life. That's something you want to think about and kind of look into those courses, because that's what I did when I was researching for the course that I did, which is cosmetic management at Humber College. So I knew that I love makeup. I knew that I wanted to one day create a brand. I knew I wanted to do something new. So I just started researching online about these two things. And the only thing that came up was branding and marketing as a separate course and, makeup application certificates, which I had already done. And I didn't want to go into branding and marketing because it just sounds so generic. Like I could literally do that from India, and what's the difference? You gotta play around with your words on Google and kind of mix and match the words. So I don't know, I'm talking about makeup because that's what I was researching on. I use the words makeup, cosmetics, branding, marketing, advertising, digital management, and that's when I found cosmetic management as a course. You'll really find something that hits a chord with you right away, and that's when you kind of dig into it. You got to narrow down your options like that till you reach the perfect one. Now once I did that, I found out, I don't know, lucky for me that the course was available in Canada, but I wasn't specifically looking for that in Canada. It just happened to be that these two colleges, Seneca and Humber, had cosmetic management. When you find the course that you want, that's when you start looking into colleges. Once you're doing that and you find a few colleges that have your course, then you go into the learning outcomes and you find out what does the course offer. Seneca had a very different curriculum compared to Humber. There were things that attracted me more towards Humber because of the semester by semester courses that they were offering. So you keep all 5 or 4, how many ever colleges have your course, open in front of you in your browser. Read through the learning outcomes, do what you can get out of this course. That means after this course is done, what are your career options that you can apply for or that kind of interrelate with this course. Now you probably will have your top 2 colleges to choose from, and congratulations, you're closer to selecting your college and course. A big deal. You want to keep 2 or 3 options because of course you want to apply to 2 or 3, but it's good to have your first preference because it's not always that you'll get selected at all the places you apply. That is it. You have now got the course and college that you are looking for, and I hope you're excited to study over there and study the course. Choose a course that you really love and enjoy or are even curious about. That's what's going to help you get a job further, because more than the tag on your resume, that's definitely going to be there, but it's about the skills and the portfolio and all the efforts that you're putting in the college. Or doing all of these things, you're going to have so many assignments, so definitely document all of that and make sure you're saving it so you have kind of like a link to put. Google has a place you can store it and kind of put a link in your resume so employers can see it. When should you go to a consultancy? Now, this is an important topic when it comes to the study permit part. I lived in Mumbai before I came to Canada, so I went to one called Global Opportunities in Bandra. There are a mix of consultancies. Some charge you for the service, some do it for free, and the colleges paid them. In my case, they did not charge me a single dime. The college paid them. There's one thing that you should know, that because these consultancies are sometimes college funded, they are a little partial, and they sometimes pursue you to go to a country or go to a specific college that they are getting the biggest commission out of. So in my case, they kind of persuaded me to go to New Zealand for some reason. I don't know why they would recommend that for cosmetics. So what I would recommend is definitely to do your research, and just like the steps that I spoke about in the same order, then you go to the consultancy and tell them that this is the college I want, this is the course that I want to apply for, tell me what are my best options and what are the costs, and the best ways to get loans or whatever. That's where they can help you out. But yeah, in my opinion, a consultancy is really, really helpful, because there are so many things that you won't know because it's not your job. But they have been doing it for a long time, so they do have more clear information. Make sure you're going to a good one, even if you are, and definitely try 2 or 3. It just doesn't have to be that you go to one in the start. See which one seems the most genuine, and then kind of go ahead with that, because there are many cases that this world is full of scammers, and you just want to be sure and go through the right one. So because when you are coming abroad, it's so far away from your hometown, you're investing so much time, so much money, you definitely want to have a slightly longer plan. Let's skip to the part where your course is over and you want to apply for your PR, permanent residency, and stuff like that. What are the options when it comes to that? There is a link I'll put in the description box. So when it comes to studying at a college, if you study for a 1-year course, you can apply for a work permit. The work permit period that you will get accepted for is for 1 year. So 1 year study and 1 year work. If you do a 2-year course, they will accept you for a 3-year work permit. And that is a sufficient amount of time to get the NOC category job that will get you your permanent residency. So I know that many of us have also finished our studies. Like I already graduated, I got my degree before I came here, but they do want a better lifestyle by coming to Canada, and there are so many people out there. Studying is not like their first priority. Like that's not why they're doing it, and this is just realistic talk. So in my experience, studying over here is the best and the fastest way to get your PR, because there are many perks to that. You get to learn the place, you get PR points. There is a slight advantage when you've studied from a college in Canada and you are applying for a job, because it's more recognizable. Yes, there are options to come directly if you've already got experience and all of that, but I'm not going to dive into that because that's not something that I have done. So that's something that you would have to go to a professional and consult with. This I'm talking about in Toronto and Ontario in general. When it comes to Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, and all these provinces, they have a separate category. You can apply for a PNP, which is a faster way to get your PR. Another thing is if you're applying for a university. So I have studied from a college. The fees at a college is lesser compared to a university. But if you're studying at a university, if you study for 1 year, think maybe you're doing like a master's program, a PhD or something like that, you can directly apply for PR after your university course. You don't need to get into the whole NOC category. But the pros and cons, because there are so many people that are graduating and they would be applying as well, so the chances of getting selected are comparatively lesser from what I have researched again. So yeah, there are different ways and I've given you all the options and the pros and cons. That being said, that was it for today's video. I really hope it was informative and helpful. If I'm missing out anything, I'll probably cover it in the next video, because in the next video I'm going to be talking about Humber College and my experience. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.